Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games, and today I'm playing Hollow Knight Pale Court. So far in this mod playthrough, I have done everything I know to do in the mod, except for one thing. So I am going to attempt to do that one thing today. That's the goal. Now, the one thing is defeating the Mystic Ze'mer on her Radiant mode, which is going to be very hard. I don't know if I'm going to accomplish this. I am going to spend this stream trying it, but we'll see if I actually get there. Here is my charm layout for this challenge. I've got the Shaman Stone to deal more damage with spells. I intend to use spells kind of a lot. I've got the King's Honor, which I've been wearing a lot. I've been wearing for most of the time that I've done this Pale Court playthrough. The King's Honor just does damage to bosses, kind of passively, and it seems like it does enough that it's worth wearing. The Unbreakable Strength, do more damage with nail strikes. The Mark of Pride giving me a longer nail. I think that's particularly important for bouncing off of the boss in certain scenarios. And finally the Soul Eater, so that we get lots of soul, so that we can use lots of spells. So that's the charm layout. I'm going to go right in. Don't know how well this is going to go. Hello Debbie, welcome to the stream, and thanks for the luck. We bow, of course, and die immediately. Quick tip, don't attack the opponent when the opponent is parrying. Alright, good first go. Let's try it again. Oh, alright, I knew I was going to die there. I do have to get used to the Mystic Ze'mer again, and as you can see, Mystic Ze'mer kills you very quickly if you're not ready for her attacks. So this one, we want to down spell at the end of that. She throws her knife. Throwing her knife is fine. Jumping is fine. This one we want to down spell at the end. Good. Jumping is fine. Alright. We made it to the next part. This part we want to be on this wall. Hit one right there. Stay on the wall. Dodge everything. Did not dodge that. Needed to dash. But we made it to the second phase the first time. Alright. Making it to the second phase is not very impressive, by the way. So let's make it to the third phase. Getting to the third phase is a lot more impressive than getting to the second phase. Watch out for this dash. I like it when she throws that, because it creates a way that's pretty easy to hit her afterwards safely. Watch out for the jump. Alright, we made it past the first phase. Except that I jumped into her face. Alright. Don't jump into her face apparently as well. I don't know why I went for the left wall. I could have very easily gone for the right wall there. Hello John Kramer. Welcome to the stream. So one of the things that I've finally noticed, that attack she just did there, when she finishes that attack, she does one of two attacks. And the one of two attacks that she does seems to be based on whether you are close to her or farther away from you at the time. I was far away from her, so she did the full vertical, what is it called? Shockwave. But you can get a different result if you are close to the boss. Now then, we made it to the second phase. Let's make it to the third phase. Making it to the third phase is a lot more impressive. There, dodge that. Dodge over this and through. Dodge over this and through. And then get on the wall. Great. Now we have to dodge over this, and then over it again, Did not quite make it over that second time. I need to get the first and the second phase down pat so that I can reasonably accomplish this, because it's the following phases that are the real problem. The phases that I haven't gotten to yet in this particular stream that are the real problem. So, let's get there. I did get a lot better at them last time, but, you know, every time I kind of have to relearn a little bit. So we're in the relearning phase right now. She threw her sword, which means she's coming over here. Down spell so we don't get hit. There we go. Get on this wall. Do a cheap hit there. And then dodge that. I did not move fast enough. I actually needed to start moving earlier there. If I get down, so the second phase is kind of a transition phase where you have no reason to do anything with the boss except for dodge. And that phase is mainly memorization. It happens the exact same way every time, so as long as we memorize it and perform what we've memorized effectively, then that's all we have to do. So let's get it back in our fingertips. We're on the wall, we jump down once to hit her, and we stay on this wall, then we get away from the wall. Good. Jump over her one more time like that, and then get on the wall. That happens in the middle, then we have to jump over this, we have to jump over that, and stay in the corner. Great. We are alive. Granted, we have to survive whatever is happening next, which might be a little bit challenging. John Kramer asks, are these bosses as fair as the base bosses? These bosses are much harder than the base game bosses, especially the one that I'm doing right now. In terms of fairness, I think they are fair. You can defeat them in the Radiant version with a couple different strategies. There is a way to defeat them without having to do crazy things, like you don't have to have exact parries to defeat them. You don't have to use the Descending Dark to dodge attacks. You can dodge attacks by just being out of the way or with the Shade Cloak. So I consider them fair, but they are much harder. Much harder than the base game bosses. As you might expect from a mod. A mod kind of assumes that you are one of the set of people that want a harder challenge than the base game. The only one that I don't know if I would call fair is actually Tiso. Tiso's not actually that hard, but Tiso, I think, has an attack that is practically impossible to dodge unless you're directly above him. And he starts that attack very quickly. So if you're not always above Tiso, then that attack can just flat out kill you on the Radiant mode. But even then, Tiso is not as hard as the other ones, so that unfairness doesn't come across as poorly as I'm making it out to be. Alright, we made it here again. Let's go to this wall so we don't slam into her face this time. Hit her once. Stay on this wall. Get away. Jump over her again. Jump over her again. And get on the wall. We need to go over her. And then over her again. Stay in the corner. Go through that. Jump over the knife. Haha. And then dash down. Oh no, I dashed the wrong way. Alright. made it to the third phase a couple of times. We haven't gotten very far in the third phase. But the third phase is what really will knock me out. By the way, the fifth phase, the final phase, and the third phase are the same. Practically. Okay, let's down spell there. Charms. So the charms that I'm wearing, I showed at the beginning. It'll be a little bit challenging to show in the fight, but I'll show them again after this fight. After this attempt. So, go there, go here, get in this corner. Great. Dash through, jump over a potential knife. There was not a knife that time. Oh no. Darn. That teleporting move is one of the harder ones. Alright, so John Kramer asked about charms. I am wearing the Shaman Stone to deal more damage, the Unbreakable Strength, deal more damage with the knife, Mark of Pride, that really helps for bouncing off of the boss, especially, which I need to do a lot in this particular battle, the Soul Eater to get more soul, to do more spells, and the King's Honor comes with this, with the Pale Court mod. This is one of the ones you unlock in Pale Court, and it seems to do a fair amount of passive damage to bosses, so I put it on. Radiant Plus is what I do all the time, I guess, because I do try to actually pay attention to the chat, even while I'm doing crazy bosses. Ooh, didn't start my down spell early enough. It would have been fine if I didn't dash to the right as well, though. So I dashed to the right, and then I couldn't do the down spell. Oh gosh. I should have gone under that. That's something that I was very poor at before, and I got a lot better at, going under that jump attack of hers. I might need to relearn that. I like the dashes. Dashes are easy. Throwing the sword is also easy. Dashes are easy. Dashes are easy. Throwing the sword is easy. We're having a very easy first phase here. Great. Hello, Technoturian. Welcome to the stream. This boss is a lot of fun. At first, I was befuddled about how you even do this. But, yeah, she turns out to be a lot of fun. Just very challenging. Very challenging. Alright, we made it past this phase, and I did it while talking. Need to do a down spell here. Alright, good. Oh no. Okay. Dashed through effectively. I knew she was going up there. I was trying to get up there and then dash through her, and I never got to the dash through part of that plan. Not only did they make Isma an amazing boss, but they made her have a duo battle with the White Defender, which is really cool. Like look at that statue over there. That battle is a ton of fun, as well as being quite hard. What are you doing? Alright. Couldn't tell what she was doing there. She was parrying, that's why I couldn't tell. Because she never actually did the attack part of the attack. Get in that cheap hit. I do like getting in that cheap hit. Alright, I didn't get out of that very quickly, but I dropped down effectively. Alright, on this wall. Jump over this. Jump over it again. Go in this corner. Down spell right there. Alright, she's doing this nonsense. Oh, I parried one of those. Couldn't get the timing to parry the next one. But we are making it to the third phase a lot more frequently now, so now we've just got to get that phase down again. I got it down enough to do the Ascended version last time, which of course is not as much as we needed for the Radiant version. Okay, I do not like how little soul I have, but we've got a cheap hit that we can do here. Ooh, I got punished for the cheap hit. I know in the Ascended version, I was very intent on not using spells in the first part of this battle, but part of that was because I wasn't wearing the Soul Eater, so I can be a little bit more free about using spells in the first part of this battle. Alright, get on this wall, because the Soul Eater gives us a lot more spells to work with. Alright, jump over this again. Jump over this a third time. Get on this wall. Now we need to jump over this. Then we need to jump over it again, get in the corner, dash through this, jump over whatever's coming. Haha. Alright, what is she doing now? She's gonna dash at me. Great. Dashing at me again. Through the knife. Remember in this part, the knife throw can be different. Okay, we need to do a down spell at the end of this. Good. She's doing that. Oh, no, she was not doing that again. I got hit there because I thought she was doing another vertical shockwave. Full vertical shockwave. Still, got pretty far into the third phase that time. Very promising. Alright, we have to dash through that. Dash through it again. Good. Good. And I think we're done with the first part. We are not. Great. Get on this wall. I was a little bit late on that cheap hit, but it still worked out. One more of these, and we're on the wall. Jump over this, and then jump over it again, get in this corner, remember to dash through this. She's dashing. Okay, she's dashing again. Throwing a knife. Throwing a knife, that's good. She's doing this and dashing. Down spell at the end of this. Down spell at the end of this. Good. Now what is she doing? Oh man, I was trying to parry off of her and timed it very poorly. I think exactly in between where you're supposed to. The other option there is I could have stayed on the wall and prepared to dash through her. Alright, well, John Kramer, welcome to the stream so far. This one might be a little bit long. This is a hard challenge. I'm starting to believe in my ability to do it, though. Which I didn't necessarily believe in before we started this stream, actually. Too close. It's going in for the hit after the knife, and she teleported on me. How long am I going to wait to play Silksong on my channel? Has Silksong come out? Did I miss the memo? I will play Silksong basically as soon as I know that it exists, I think. I mean, there's nothing for me to to wait for, except for what everybody else is waiting for, I guess.
No son fino.
Get on this wall. I haven't really determined if I'm going to stream my attempts at Silk Song when it does come out. Ooh, I'm a little bit late here. Oh, I still made it. That was dangerous, though. Okay, she's dashing, and then she's going to do that again. Let's do a down spell here. Good. Now, what is she doing? She's dashing at me. She's doing that again. Oh, great. Oh, terrible. That's probably one of the attacks that I'm prepared for the least, where she does a diagonal dash downward, just like teleporting into the screen and then a diagonal dash downward. I know that she can do that, but I'm kind of unprepared for it. So if there's something that's going to get me that I'm just not ready for, it's that. The other things, I made a mistake, right? That one, as far as I know, I don't know of what mistake I'm making. And DDLC, welcome to the stream. Don't like it when you start with that. Of the things that you do in the first phase, starting with that, starting with a vertical, full vertical shockwave. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble remembering the term shockwave, but the full vertical shockwave, when she does it in the first phase, it kind of messes me up. And it's one of the few things that really messes me up in the first phase. Alright. Threw her knife. Throwing her knife is fine. She's jumping. When she's jumping, you should go under her, not over her. I went over her again. Aha. Alright. Now, 1, 2, and 3. No! The 3 got me. I was not quite far enough away. I do like the way that I like to dodge those circle attacks the most is by falling down through them and then dashing. And I had not done the first part of that. I hadn't really fallen down through it first. That kind of messed me up a little bit, but I should have had it anyway. I just needed to dash at the right time. So, get ready. Good. Good. And again. There we go. Gotta jump over this. And jump over it again. A little slow on jumping over the first one. The timing there is very tight. Okay, just bounce on her head a whole bunch, apparently. That's the way right now. You can go under that. Remember that it is possible to go under that. There we go, like that. That's how you're supposed to dodge that move. Now, ready to dodge. 1, 2, and 3. Now we have to dodge over this, and then over it again. That was basically perfectly timed that time, by the way. She's dashing at me. She's dashing through a knife. I like when she throws the knife. Ooh, that was her power attack. That attack I'm not used to just because I haven't seen her do it very often. By the way, amazed that I made it through that section without getting hit. Down spell because I didn't know exactly where we were. Throwing that knife again. She does that in the second phase, but not the first one. Apparently I didn't have my dash through ability there, because I tried to dash through that shockwave, and instead ran into it. Getting deeper into that third phase, though. And that's really the problem one. If I can learn that, we can win. Just bounce off of her head a whole bunch. Alright, that worked. I have a full soul egg, full tiny soul eggs. Did not quite time my cheap hit there, so I gave up on it. Get on this wall. Gotta dash over this. Dash over it again. Getting that timing really good there. Like how I'm getting that timing down. Alright, she's dashing. Do a down spell at the end of this. Good. Ooh. Watch out there. Do a down spell right here. Put in a little bit of damage. Alright, she's dashing. She's going to do that shockwave again. Okay. Ho ho! Doing a down spell just because I didn't know what was going on. Good. Good. Down spell at the end of this. Put in that damage. She's dashing at me. Just gonna do that again. She's dashing at me again. Good. Through the next part. Get on this wall. This is the same as the second phase. So we can make it through this because we've made it through the second phase. Gotta dash over this. Dash over it again, get in this corner. Did a cheap spell there. Why not? Okay. Haha, dodged that. We're in the final phase of the fight, by the way. If I win this early, I will be very surprised, and also very happy. Oh, no, no, I dashed into the shockwave. I was behind it, and then I dashed into it. Oh man. 30 minutes in, already made it to the final phase of the fight once. If I can make it to the final phase, I can win it. Very close there. Whoop, almost died there. Now remember, you do have to do the first phase well. You have to do every phase well. Don't get complacent. She takes so long the first time. She's much faster about getting over here the second time you get to this transition phase, which makes it not exactly the same as the first time because you have a different amount of time in between them. Still, I'm getting the timing down there really well. She's dashing at me. All right. Dashing again. Down spell there. Put the damage on. Good. We can get in a hit right there. We can get in a hit right here too. Down spell. Down spell that again. Too many things on the screen. Alright, she's gonna teleport over here. Great. She's going to dash at me. There we go. Great. This is going very nice. She's going to teleport up here. She did not, so I'm going to down spell because I didn't know what was happening. Basically, when I don't know what's happening, I down spell. I down spell some other times too, but that's a crucial moment when I don't know what's happening. Oh no, didn't get out of that very fast. Still got through it. All right. Have to dash over this one. And then over it again. Through. Put on a spell. She's dashing at me. Right, what is she doing? That move. Alright, made it to the final phase again, though. Wow, this is going great. I'm excited. Bow. Kind of preempted that bow a little bit. Need to work on my bow timing. Dashing. Let's do a down spell. Good. She was about to do a vertical shockwave there, so it's good that I hit her before she did. Because I was not in a place to dodge it. Good. One more of these. And we're on this wall. Dash over. Timed that poorly. That was too late. Bow. Bow timing was off. I was too late that time. Yeah, we're going to down spell there, because I get very concerned when she does something I'm not expecting. Died in the first phase. We will not do that every time. Oh gosh. Those vertical shockwaves, those full screen shockwaves, get me a lot in the first phase and don't really get me in the other phases. Don't get me as much in the other phases, I guess I should say. Bow. Oh, perfect bow timing. There we go. Alright, time to make it to the final phase again. Bow. I think I ran into her face. Just like Technoturian. I've run into her face several times. Dashing, I like when she dashes. This move is perfectly fine. I know what to do when she does that. She threw her knife all the way across the screen, which is not normal. There we go, that's more normal. Don't know why I did that wrong. Need to remember to dodge under that. Bow. Hit. Win. You can go under that move. Remember, it is possible. Under the move. Under her jump. Alright, at least this is training. When she does things in her first phase that are a little bit different, and I die to them, at least I'm learning for the future phases when she does those things even more in places that I wouldn't be able to dodge them, or don't have the current reflex to dodge them. Anyway, let's get past the first phase again. Tired of being in this first phase. So she throws her knife. could go under that, but, well, apparently I'm not doing that this time. There we go. Made it past the first phase.
No son fino.
Now we have to dodge this 3 times. Didn't even dash that time because I didn't need to. Okay, dash over that, dash over it again, get in this corner, shoot a spell. Jump over the knife. Okay, watch this. Knew that was going to happen. Successfully dodged it. Didn't go under the jump attack. I guess I need to really relearn that. The jump attack is one of the easier things that she does to dodge if you actually move the correct direction to dodge it. So I need to get that down again. Hello, Mystic Ze'mer. I bow to your nail art mastery. Dashing. Good. Dashing again. She's jumping. I went under her. Haha. I'm learning. Threw her knife. I like it when she throws the knife. Good. First part, perfect. Don't think I used a spell. Remember to dodge that. 1, 2, and 3. Get on the wall. And then we have to dodge over this, and over it again. Shoot a spell. I like that new technique of shooting a spell there. Good. Second part of the battle, or third part of the battle, going very well. Oh, did not know what she was doing. Thought she was going to do a big shockwave there, so I was preparing for that. And then she jumped at me. Dashing. That shockwave is not so bad. And I like it when she throws the knife. She's jumping. She jumped again. There we go. Perfectly fine first phase. Full soul. Which means we've got plenty of soul for spells. Which I do use a fair amount in the next phase. So having that soul is very nice. Dash over. Dash over again, get in the corner, shoot a spell, go through that, jump over the thing. Alright, I'm not prepared for this one, so... Normally I'm ready to hit her after she throws her knife, but I was not prepared that time. Alright, she's coming up here. Good down spell. Dashing. Throwing her knife, I'm ready. Down spell here. I like the damage that does. Oh, should have gone under her. Hello, Sylvia. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. And I don't know if I've had someone from Brazil before that has announced that. I do really like how we can all get together on games. Welcome. Have I gotten to the final phase of the battle in a while? I don't think I have. I did it twice in pretty short succession there, and it was really exciting. But I don't think I've done it in a little bit. Let's get there again. Oh, dashed under that? I'm learning. Learning to dash under the jump move will be very helpful for my future success. bow. My bow was a little bit late there. Need to relearn my bow timing as well. Okay, let's downward dash there. Oh, gosh. It's not really a downward dash, it's a downward smash. Bow. Hit. Win. Oh, I was over her, so going under that was impossible. Going under this is perfect. Perfect. Getting that down. Made it past the first phase. Now for the second. I have not frequently lost in this phase. Really gotten this phase down. And that makes me happy. Having this phase down really helps. Shoot a spell. Jump over the knife. She doesn't always throw a knife, but she does sometimes. And when she does, it's really nice to jump over it. Dashing. Throwing a knife. A little bit close there. Oh. Okay, she's dashing. She's gonna do that shockwave again. And this is a good place for a downward smash. She's dashing. Great. Good place for another downward smash. Okay, you kind of threw the knife not at me the first time there. Downward smash. We were in a bad spot. Alright, we made it past that phase. Now another one of these. Oh gosh. Timing was poor there, we still got out of it. Get on this wall. You have to dash over this. Over it again. In the corner, use a spell. Dash through that, jump over the thing. Alright. Use a spell there that was not appropriate. Dash through that. Great. No. Okay, I dashed through it. And then she hit me with her super attack. Got to the final phase again, though. Getting to the final phase really tells me that I can do this. Because I have all of the skills to get through the final phase with the fact that I used those in the third phase. Dash under. Great. And I'm not running out of soul. The fact that I'm not running out of soul in the third phase, which would mean that, you know, I'm overusing my resources. I'm not doing that. The Soul Eater is helping a ton there. Great. I'm going to dodge this. First one. Second one. Third one. Okay. Dash over. Dash over again. Shoot a spell. Dash through. Jump over the next thing. Wonderful. Okay, this is a good spot to use a down spell. Do a little bit of damage. Good spot to use a down spell. Do a little bit of damage. Do that again. Because we weren't sure what she was doing. She is dashing at me. Good. Okay, need to... Ah, darn it. I was trying to think of what to do. I was in a position where I had to parry off of her. And couldn't quite get the timing there. I've done it before, though. While I was going through the Ascended version, I started getting down the timing of that parry. It's just, you do need to get the first one. Once you get the first one, the rest of them are understandably easier. But if you can get that first parry, I do have it down, or at least I did have it down, where I could continue the parry there. And continue to bounce off of her. Right. I tried to use a down spell. I had no soul. The Soul Eater makes it so that I really don't have to pay attention to how much soul that I have, except at the very beginning of the fight, I guess. Very beginning of the fight, you can't just use spells. Great. All right. Second phase. Good. Now dodge this one. Second one, and one more. Now get on this wall. Dodge over. Dodge over again, get in this corner, shoot the spell, dodge through, jump over the knife. Alright. Have that pattern down. Now what? She's throwing her knife a bunch. I do like that. This is a good chance to use a down spell. Put some damage on. Oh, don't go over that. Go under it. Darn. Hello, Gabrielle. Welcome to the stream. We're trying. I am making it far enough in that I do feel like I can do this. Whoa, watch out for that parry attack. Alright. What is she doing? Not much, because I hit her. Got in my cheap hit. I basically do the cheap hit during this part, but not the second time that we see this transition phase. Dodge over. Oh, I'm a little bit late here. Alright, still made it. Dodge over, jump over the knife. Good. Hit her. She is dashing at me. Good. Alright, we need to be up here so we can dash over her. Good. Downward spell. Good time to use the down spell. What is she doing? She is dashing at me. Good. Good time to use the down spell at the end of this. Oh darn. Needed to jump and I dashed. Still, we were pretty close to finishing that phase. That's pretty confident, being able to finish that phase. Okay, I parried that. Not a move that I've ever parried before. Alright, let's do the cheap hit. Nice. And then dodge that. Dodge this one more time. And then dash over this. Dash over it again. Shoot the spell. Dash. There was no knife that time. She's dashing at me. Alright. Wait for her to come over. Dash through her. Great. She's going to dash at me. Great. This is a good time to use a down spell. Good. I'm going to use a down spell here too, because I think it does a lot of damage. Down spell here, just because I didn't know what she was doing. Oh no. Oh, didn't get high enough. I saw what she was doing a little bit too late there. Don't know what to call that attack. The tiny little shockwave. I think I'm going to call it the wind attack. She doesn't do the wind attack very much. And I'm not used to it for that reason, but I know it well enough to dodge it. I just have to be ready for it a little bit. Cheap hit. Good. Now 2 more of those. Good. Get on this wall. And then we dash over her. I was a little bit late there. Need to go over. Good. Shoot the spell, dash, jump over the knife. It was a good time for a down spell. Great. Get over here, dash, hit her. No, needed to go under that. My bow was a little bit late there. Jump over that, hit her, and what is she doing? Not much. Good. Get on this wall, get ready for the cheap hit. Got the cheap hit. There's one dodge, two dodge, ready for the third. And then get on the wall. Basically got this part pretty much down. I say that right as I die during it. Always great when you say, oh, I've got this, and then die half a second later. Oh, nope. I knew that was coming. Actually should have used the shade dash there. That's not a move that I normally shade dash, though. Bow. Perfect bow timing. Okay, she's throwing a knife. Happy when she throws the knife there. Jumping, I was way above her. Okay, we went over her that time. Perfect first phase. Now, let's see if we can do this phase properly this time. Maybe if we just don't boast, we'll be able to do it. No boasting. Aha, the no boasting strategy works. Threw a knife, I'm ready for it. Ooh. Thought she was about to jump there. I was getting ready to go under the jump. Oh, we skipped 30-second? Sorry, well, who knows what happened there. It's lost in Google. Alright, first phase is going well. Got it. Now get ready. Yeah, the Great Slash, her big damage move, I do not expect. She doesn't do it very often, so I just am not ready for it. Oh, I jumped over way too soon. I'm getting better at bouncing off of her head a whole bunch. Which is fine. It's fine. It's not the most important thing to get better at. But it's fine. Much better to get better at your bow timing. Nope, really thought I had parried that. Bow. Alright, she jumped when I was on the way above her. Apparently, I had used my dash already. Didn't think I had. Doing a very difficult Radiant battle is definitely going to be repetitive. All right. Second phase, let's go. Cheap hit, we got it. And then dodge that 1 time, 2 times, and 3 times. Let's go over this. And then let's go over this again. Through, shoot, dash. Get ready to dash that. Great. Perfect. We're now in the normal. Okay. Just downspell there. Who knows what's going on? Okay, she's dashing at me. This is a good time to use a downspell. Put some damage in. It's also a good time to use a downspell. And this too, because we don't know what's going on. We're in a bad spot for dodging. Alright, she's dashing at me. Dashing again. Great. Perfect. Oh, almost dodged over that. If I had used my shade dash there, I would have died by the next thing. I really did need to jump over. Did I just dash into her? Whoops. So she's got me with the wind move and her great slash move a couple of times. Those are the ones that I'm saying that I'm least ready for, and those are the ones that she's got me with a few times. So I need to be more ready for those, but she does them so infrequently that if I'm overly ready for them, then she's just going to do something else, and I'm going to misappropriate what she's doing. Misappropriate? What am I trying to say? I'm going to think that she's doing that if I think too hard about it. Didn't get my cheap hit there. Whoops. Thinking too hard about other parts of the battle, which I apparently can do in this part now. That's a good sign. Okay, dash over this. Dash over it again, get in the corner, shoot your spell, dash, jump over the knife. Got it. If she keeps doing this, we win. Oh, she changed it up already. What is she doing? She's going to dash. Good. Throw her knife, that's good. Down spell here. I like that down spell. She's dashing. I hit her knife and not her there. Alright, we've got to be up there. Good. This is a good down spell time at the end of that. Did I say sword? I mean, to these bugs, they're swords. But yeah, nail is more appropriate. Dash under. Good. That should have been a dash under. Don't know why it wasn't. Bow. Bow was slightly too late. Bow timing needs work. So let's see here. Bow. Perfect. Well, almost perfect bow timing. Good bow timing. Let's try it again. Bow. Oh, the bow was too late. She's dashing. Dashing again. Throwing the knife, I like that. Not in a good spot for that move. Kind of got out of it, but I should have ended that with a down spell. That was the appropriate thing to do in that moment, was down spell. I know that I can get through the first part without using spells, but it's not important. The Soul Eater makes that not important. That is the difference between the Ascended... Wow, I was far behind her and she hit me there. That's the difference between the Ascended version and the Radiant version. In the Radiant version, I'm wearing the Soul Eater, which means more spells is okay. In fact, I should probably be using more spells in general, just to do more damage. Gabriel tells me to concentrate. Indeed. Let's concentrate. Decent bow timing there. Okay, we're going to downspell here. Okay, we're going to probably downspell here. Yep, that was a good idea. Trying to use my lessons. Good. Made it through the first phase. And it was a relatively weird version of the first phase too. Got my cheap hit in as well. So during the transition, really the main thing for me to think about is to learn the timing of jumping over this. Because that's the thing that could really get me. I've been pretty good at it though. Oh my gosh. That was a very difficult sequence of moves there. The 2 or 3 vertical shockwaves and 2 great slashes? Jeez. Don't know if I'm ready for that. Alright, made it past the first phase. I probably will not get a moveset as difficult as that in the second phase this time, or in the third phase. But if I get that again, I'm not ready for it. Just kind of have to hope that doesn't happen again. Oh gosh, I'm very late. The only way to get out of that was to parry, which I don't even know how you timed the parries well there. Perfect bow timing. Oh gosh. And then hit her while she was parrying. Dashing, dashing, throwing the knife. Okay, now what? This one's not too bad. We can bounce off of her head. We can go over that. We can go under this. Great. Been a quite nice first phase. Second phase. Got my cheap hit in. These are getting very easy for me to dodge. That feels good. Perfect timing there. Shoot, do that, jump over the next thing. She's throwing that knife again. Okay. Haha, I knew she was coming up there, just didn't know when. Alright. Tried to do a dodge there, a shade dash, which would have worked if I had pressed the button soon enough. Good bow timing. Bad dash. Second time I've dashed directly into her at the beginning. For no reason. Slightly late on the bow. Alright. Gotta be ready for this attack. Alright. It's gonna do a shockwave. We're going to downspell. Good. Got out of that. We were kind of in a bad spot for dodging some of those moves, but we got out of it.
No son fino.
Good. Dodge that. Dodge this one. Ooh, did not dodge that one. That's a surprise. Welcome back, Gabriel. Bow. Could have gone under that. Probably should have just for the practice. Even though I could go over it there, probably should practice going under it more. Because that's what I'm poor at. I could go under it there. Good.
No son fino.
Getting on this wall, preparing to do a cheap hit. Got it. And then dodge these. I got hit by these last time, which was a surprise. Gotta go over this. Good timing. Go over it again. Shoot the spell. Dash through, jump over that. Just throwing her knife again. Oh-ho. What'd I get hit by? Wasn't she done with her attack? I don't think I slammed into her face. Maybe that attack has more... lasts a little bit longer than I think it does. All the bow timing is perfect. Oh gosh. Bring it on, Mystic Ze'mer. I'm ready this time. I was ready every time, though, so maybe you shouldn't be too scared. Dashing, we got that. Throwing her knife is fine. Jumping, should have gone under that. I can go under those.
No son fino.
Need to learn to go under those. Because if I'm in a different position, I can't always go over it. It is a very difficult move to go over. Alright, timing on this is the most important thing here. I do have this phase down pretty well, but it's nice to get it even better. Get it even more consistent. She's going to dash at me. Good. Just throwing that knife again. Get ready to hit her. Watch out for that great slash there. She's gonna dash at me. Okay, be on this wall and then dash through her. Great. Good time for a down spell. Also a good time for a down spell. Okay, she's going to dash at me. Good. Threw her knife, which means we can hit her once there. Oh, I did go over it that time. Don't know what she's doing, which means that I should get out of the way. Okay, down spell. Great, we made it past this part. No, I should have dashed. Oh man. Dying at the second one of the transition phases, that's painful. Very happy to have made it past the third phase though. because the third phase and the final phase are the same, which means if I can get past the third phase, I can get past the final phase. I dashed the wrong way there. But yeah, so we've gotten past the transition phase plenty of times, the second phase. We've gotten past that plenty of times now. We've gotten past the third phase a few times. But basically that's all we need. Those are all the skills I require to make it through this battle, which means we're pretty close to being able to just win this battle if I can line up those skills and their execution in one continuous go. So let's get there. Dashing into her is a very weird way to die. Very weird way to die. Dash directly into the boss. Done it a few times. Good bow timing there. I tried to dash into the boss again, apparently. She just moved too. The only reason I'm alive is because she also moved. Good. First phase, perfectly well done. Put on that cheap hit. That cheap hit was a little bit late there. But you've got a fair amount of time to make it, so being a little bit late is not the worst, but if I get any more late, it's not going to be good. This timing is more important, because we need to be able to make that dash back. Ooh. Ooh. Jumped at me. Not ready for the jump at me after that. I'm ready for a knife being thrown. Good. She throws her knife, which means we can just hit her like that. Okay, that was not the right way to do that. We were far enough away that it worked, but definitely not the right way to do that. Alright, dodge this, and two more of them. Get on this wall. And then the timing here is the most important thing to get in this phase. Use a spell, dash through, jump over the knife. She dashed, threw her knife, those are easy ones. Okay, she's throwing a knife, she's throwing it again, because it hit the wall. Okay, she's gonna come up and try to hit me, good. It's a good time to down spell. Okay, she's going to dash at me. Good. It's a good time to down spell. She's going to dash at me. Good. She's going to come at me up here, dash through. Good. Good time to down spell here too. Great. We made it past the third phase. Let's make it past this transition phase. It's exactly the same as the earlier transition phase, so there should be no trouble. Just got to get the timing there. Was way too early. Man. Way too early on the transition. Maybe I'm getting too excited. Still, making it past the third phase is huge. And I've been doing it a fair number of times now. Trying to bounce on her head too much. That's okay. First phase deaths are the least impactful deaths. Good bow though. Good bow timing. Basically, the only thing I care about in the first phase now are things that I could use, like practice that I could use in future phases. Like dashing under that move, for example. That's something that I need to get down in the first phase, but otherwise the first phase is good enough. I die somewhat frequently on it, but it's good enough. I make it past enough times. Okay, she did not throw that at me at all. I thought she was supposed to throw the knife at me. And I say knife, and I mean nail, don't I? What she's holding doesn't really look like a nail, though. Dash over again, get in the corner, shoot, dash, jump over the knife. Haha. Got it. Just downward slam there. Ooh. She went up there to kill me much sooner than I expected her to. I expected to be able to bounce off the wall once. So I was using the strategy that I thought would actually work there, and it did not die during it. That's kind of upsetting, because that means that my strategy for dealing with that has holes. Not just in execution, but also in strategy. Way too early on the bow. Pretty good idea not to hit your enemy when they are using a parry move. I believe I've said this. Really should learn to go under that move. Go under when she's jumping over. Bow. Good. Good. It's nice when she dashes at me. I'm pretty good at the dashes. Of all of the moves that she does, pretty good at the dashes. Aha, I went under that. Good. That shows learning. My skill increases. Cheap hit. And then dodge that. Dodge this one. And one more of these. Great. Get on this wall. Gotta get the timing here right. That was good timing. Shoot, dash, jump over the knife. She's dashing, throwing the knife. Okay. Excellent. We should downspell here, because I was not exactly sure how to do with the next move. She's going to dash at me. Do that again. She's going to do something. We're going to downspell to avoid it. Downspell to avoid it again. Alright. Now we're in normal mode. We were in downspell avoidance mode. She's going to dash at me. She's going to do that again. Dash. Great. Downspell here. Do some damage. Great. Made it to the next phase. Good. Good. One more of these. Timing was somewhat poor there, but I still got out of it. Dash over this. Dash over it again, get to the corner, shoot, dash, jump over the knife. Perfect. Excellent time to use a down spell to put on some damage. Oh no. Should have dashed through that one. Alright. Well, that was the final phase again. And I think we were maybe halfway through the final phase too. So that was a pretty nice attempt. She threw that way across the screen. There we go. That's more reasonable. Go under. Haha.
Lo son fino.
Good. Got that. Dodge this. First one. Second one. And the third one. Don't get lazy though. Do your dashes. Dash over this. Dash over it again. Shoot the spell. Dash. Jump over what she's doing. Which I didn't quite do. First phase is fine. I'm okay with my percentage on the first phase. Let's not just jump randomly though. Let's jump appropriately. There we go, don't jump there. Good. First phase down. Let's do the second phase. Dodge. Dodge this one too. Dodge this one too. Get up here. And time this dodge over. Go over again. Shoot the spell. Dash through. And then I normally jump over the thing, but if she's jumping at me, that doesn't work. I don't know how I can get 100% at the end of that transition, because I have to dash through, then I somewhat have to assume what she's going to do. And my assumption has been something that I have to jump over. And there's at least 2 moves where that doesn't work in. She's got a lot of moves, so that's not a very high percentage, but still. It means that I don't have 100% getting out of that transition phase. I don't like not having a strategy that works 100% of the time. Ooh, way too late on my cheap hit. So I found 2 holes in my strategies. There's plenty of holes in my execution, but I've found 2 holes in my strategies. I need to fill those holes with some modified strategies. And I will be slightly thinking about that during these fights. But I need to think of what I do. What do I do differently? Especially at the end of this transition. Okay, way too late there, so I gave up on it. Ooh, almost didn't jump over that. Go dash over this, dash over it again, shoot the spell, dash through, jump over the knife. I can see when the knife is coming. That's one of the few things that you can see. So maybe I only jump if I see the knife. Alright, what is she doing? She's going to dash at me. There we go. Okay, be up here, dash through that. Great. Do a down spell here. Do a down spell here too. Ooh. Needed to be a little bit higher up in the air. I like how much I'm using my down spells. Woohoo, I went under that appropriately. That's good. She's going to use that. We're going to down spell. Great. I do get into some phases where I need to use a bunch of down spells in a row based on my strategies, and that seems to be fine. I would probably consider that a problem with my strategy, except that I seem to have enough soul that it's fine. And downspell is a good way to just, I don't know what's going to happen, or I don't have a a different way to dodge this. Use a spell there, jump over the knife. I saw the knife. Okay. She's going to dash at me. Oh gosh. Should have jumped. Plush MSM, welcome to the stream. I am getting closer to the Radiant Ze'mer, the Radiant Mystic Ze'mer, but still having some trouble. I feel confident that I can do it, but I might require a little bit of luck that I wish I didn't require. So under that, down spell, good. Get on this wall. Alright, this transition phase I really have down to this point. It's just the very end of it where I have recently found a potential issue. Dash over, oh man. I love it when I say I've got this down and then I immediately die. Yeah, mods, especially very well-made mods like this one, are great, and it's unfortunate for people that have consoles that they can't really play the mods usually. One of the nice things about playing games on PC is that you usually have access to mods a lot more than console players do. Going to dash through that, and that. Great. You had no idea you could walk under her jump slash? I tend to do that a lot now. I used to dash when I went under it, but I guess I've gotten lazy and I just walk under it because you can. Ooh, too late here? Yes. Way too late on the first dash made the second dash basically impossible. Okay, walk under that. Because it's possible. Good. First phase, I don't have a lot to say about it anymore, because got the first phase. This phase, I'm thinking about the end. The end of this phase is what I'm thinking about. How do we go transition into the next phase of the battle? 100%. 100% accuracy. With the strategy, maybe not the execution. But dash through this, jump over the knife. I mean, that's good if she's using the knife move, which she seems to do kind of a lot. But if she doesn't do it, then it doesn't work. Can't believe I can talk through that part. That used to be something that would kill me all the time. Now I just casually talk about other things. Still the jump move. The jump move, it's best to go under. Just have to notice very quickly what the move is, I guess. But that is an improvement I can make in my execution, is going under the jump move more effectively. Has got me a few times. I'm gonna dash through that again. Great. Good. Is it really the console companies that stop that? I don't know if it's the companies. It could be. Just the fact that a PC is a more general use system, I guess. Mark of Purity is OP. Mark of Purity is OP? Oh, that? I don't know. I think that might be way too hard for me to mix in. because you have to be attacking a lot, which is not what you're doing in Radiant battles. You are dodging a lot.
Gracias. Crucia. Lamehon.
Ooh, could have gone under that. Would have been more appropriate, probably.
Trastenio.
I don't think I'm going to try the Mark of Purity right now. But I will give in that I have not tried it much, and therefore you might be right and I might be wrong, but it feels like it would be the wrong thing to wear in Radiant battles. And I definitely am not ready to change up the rest of my strategy.
Demos.
Bow. Now it's a pretty well-timed bow.
Demos. Gracias. Nama. Yetsha.
Okay, good.
Crucia.
Bounce on her head sometimes. I don't really bounce on her head much in the rest of the battle, but the first phase I do sometimes.
Lo Sanfino. Trastenio.
Good. Got that.
Lamehon.
Dodge this.
Sanlo. Gracias.
Get on this wall. And then let's time this well. I've not been timing this as well lately. Shoot. Dodge. Still jumped up, and it was okay because she did a shockwave. Okay, we're gonna down right here because I was in a bad spot.
Demos.
Alright, Mystic Ze'mer.
Trust ma finelo.
I know that we are a few improvements away from defeating you,
Trastenio.
such as not standing directly where you're going to appear. That's one of the improvements. Not a mistake I normally make, though. Bow,
Trust ma finelo.
and then defeat this boss. Come on, we can do it.
Demos. Crucia. Trastenio.
Throwing the knife is good. I like throwing the knife.
Demos. Esh.
I like the dash move. Almost every time she does the dash, I'm ready for it.
Yetsha.
And I die a surprisingly large amount when she does the full screen
Trust ma finelo.
shockwave. I don't know why I have such a hard time coming up with the word shockwave,
Sanlo.
but there it is. For the full screen shockwave, I have a surprisingly bad percentage against in the first phase,
Esh.
especially because I'm often ready for it in future phases.
Trastenio.
Let's see here.
Trust ma finelo. Demos. Nama. Sanelo. Ha. Lamehon.
Alright, jump over that. Hit that.
Nama. Yetsha. Lamehon.
Let's do a down spell here.
Gracias.
Good. Got it.
Lo Sanfino. Trastenio.
Good.
Trastenio.
And then dash through here.
Yetsha.
Second and third, which I was way too late on.
Cha. Trust ma finelo. No.
Maybe I don't think you finished your thought.
Esh.
I only see the first part of your thought, whatever the rest of it was.
Yetsha.
But as one of the people that has made this mod,
Lamehon.
I'm sure you know a lot more about installing mods on console than I do.
Lo Sanfino. Trastenio.
Darn.
Gracias.
Oh, I had no idea that the Switch version was behind the PC version. That makes it really difficult for mods, because mods are typically tested and developed on the current PC version. You know, the most recent version of the game.
Lo son fino.
But anyway, from a user's point of view, I consider mods to be mostly a PC thing, and if they do work on consoles, it's because the community has done great things to make that happen. Got the timing of that last part of the second phase poorly again. Don't know why I'm having trouble with that now, but my bow timing is perfect. I'm trying to say before that I really like when she dashes. I feel like of all of the moves that she does, when she does the dash move, I not only hit her during the move just fine, but I also put myself in a good place to dodge whatever is happening next. So the dash move is the safest thing for her to do, for me anyway. Alright, we're gonna get the timing right this time. So we dash above again. I think the timing was right. I think my vertical height was wrong. Okay, made it through that. Good. That's probably the most dangerous thing she does in the first phase for me. And I made it past it. I mean, I didn't make it past the first phase, but I made it past the most dangerous thing she does. Go under that. Great. Oh gosh. My dash through ability was not in a good spot there. I had to wait a second to go through that one. Oh no, okay, well. I missed the bounce. Tried to bounce off of her head, missed the bounce. Actually dashed really well to dodge the attack. It's just that you can't really dash through that entire attack. It's a giant sword swing. If you dash past her, you can, but if you dash in the same direction as a sword swing, I don't think you can actually dash through it. Okay, down spell because we're in a bad spot. Good. First phase down. Put in my cheap hit. Got the cheap hit in. Dash over here, and one more time. Now, timing is important here. Don't know why I've had trouble with this at the latter part of this, but... oh gosh. Alright, was not ready for that. I think my main problem with the end of the transition, moving into the third phase of the battle, is that I can't see her on the screen, so I don't really know what she's about to do. I think that's the problem. I can't see her on the screen. I don't know if I can get into a safe spot and see her on the screen, though. Could have gone under that. Probably would have been safer. Ooh gosh. I was expecting her to do a different move there. I must have been further away. Because I believe where you are determines how she ends that move. I don't think it's random. I think it's determined based on where you are. Dash under that. Dash under that. Alright. Good first phase.
No son fino. Trastegno.
Oh great, so the dash move that I said that I'm good at is the second version of it. I have to say I do not have a problem telling the dash apart from the jump. So I've never experienced the first version, but I'm happy with the new version, so I'm happy with it too. I was thinking too hard about how to do that transition, and I ended up dying to what I am already good at in the transition because I was trying to think of what I would do. And so I did a different thing that I normally do, which is not a good idea, apparently. Maybe we should just do what we normally do. And accept the deaths when they come, because they don't come very often. Most of the moves she does in that first part of the Phase 3, I am ready for. Okay, so we're going to dash over this, dash over it again, get in this corner, shoot, jump. Great. Fine with this. I knew what she was doing. Couldn't get out of it. I knew that diagonal downward attack was coming. And my only option was to get on the wall very fast, but still have my dash through ability going. It's nice when I know what she's doing, though. That's one of the places that this mod... Yeah, so I've talked about that death before. Anyway, let me finish my first thought. That's one of the places where this mod is a lot harder than the base game, is that even when I know what she's doing, even when I notice what moves she's doing quickly, I sometimes can't get out of it fast enough because of my positioning. I have to have my positioning ready before I know what the move is. But anyway, the other death there, when she jump attacked, there's some part of the end of that jump attack where she hits behind her that I did not think that she would be hitting behind her still. And so I've died a couple times thinking that the jump attack was over and that I was in a safe spot, and I was not, because the jump attack wasn't over yet. That one is another weird one. I think that the attack box there is in a slightly different place than I think it is. So I'm slashing down a little bit too late to bounce off of her. Anyway, I have a few different problems with the jump attack that I need to solve for myself that have been coming out recently, kind of in a row. That one I died in a way that I could easily avoid. That's not a problem I have. That was just an execution problem that particular time. Anyway, let's get to the final phase again. No more of this nonsense. To the final phase. Because if we can get to the final phase, we can probably win. Hello, Mystic Ze'mer. You are challenging but very fun. Have to say, these bosses are a lot of fun. I am very willing to put a lot of time into attempting the same boss over and over again in games, but only if they're fun. And hey, I've spent hours on this boss. Not all on Radiant, but I've spent hours on this boss and I'm still having fun with it. Great. Jump over that knife. Great. Perfect first phase. We've got a full soul egg. Had no weird problems. Let's do the same for this phase, the second phase. So far, so good. Dash over that, dash over this, get in this corner, shoot, dash, get over here, dash through her, jump. Great. And then, and then die to the jump attack. Probably easier to avoid than almost everything in the string of attacks that I avoided just before it. And I died to it. That's the way sometimes. Considering a lot of the times you can just walk to the right and avoid that attack. Good. First phase. Not quite perfect that time. We don't have a full soul egg. And that was very poor. My cheap hit. I got punished for my cheap hit. Perfect bow timing. Sorry about that. Bow. And then win. Good. She's jumping. I was far enough away that I could jump over it, but I should probably learn to go under it more. Still. I should still probably learn to go under the jump more. Okay, we've got to dodge this one. Don't just hang on that wall, you'll die. Now we can hang on the wall. Dash over this. Dash over it again. Shoot. Dash through. Get ready for a dash. Good. Threw her knife. I like it when she throws her knife. She's dashing at me again. Good. He threw her knife. This is a pretty easy second phase so far. I say that as I have to do this. I did parry a few times there, but haven't done that often enough to get it. I think I jumped once and that messed me up. Still, I can parry that attack, as you can see. It is possible. And I do have the timing down, if I do it right. Good. Good. First phase, just fine. Oop, don't go for the cheap attack. I was way too late. 3 of these, of course. And then we get on the wall. And then dash over this. Dash over it again. Shoot. Dash through. Get ready. She's dashing. She's dashing again. Threw her knife. I like that. Threw her knife again. She's dashing. Got that. Okay, she's coming up here. Gotta dash through. Wonderful. This is a good time for a down spell. This is also a good time for a down spell. Down spell again, because we don't know where she is. If I didn't do the down spell, she would have hit me with that knife. Get ready. Down spell. Alright. Oh, went over her. Oh, I went under that time. I did good. And we survived that part. Next. This part, the timing is the same. It's just that I tend to be more excited this time, so sometimes I go early. Good. Shoot, dash, get ready. Down spell, that's a good time for a down spell. Be ready for her to come up here. Great. She's dashing at me. Good. Let's down spell here. Ho-ho. Oh, I jumped over that. Perfect. Okay, she's dashing at me. Good. This is a good place for a down spell. Good. And we got it. Ho-ho. We got it. How about that? Radiant Mystic Ze'mer. That feels really good. So just to recap, I've got all of the charms. That's the King's Honor. I'm going to take off a couple things, by the way. And I have an idea for what I'm going to do for the rest of this time. Oops. So, I've got the King's Honor. It's the upgraded Dung Defender charm. We've got Mark of Purity, Vessel's Lament, Boon of Hollow Nest, and Abyssal Bloom. Those are all charms that were added in this mod. We've done the Radiant version of Kindly Isma, plus the duo battle with Kindly Isma and Loyal Ogrim. We've done the Mysterious Ze'mer, the Mystic Ze'mer, which was the hardest one. Mighty Hedgemole, and Fierce Drya, plus I'm not going to walk out there, but there also is Tiso. That is all of the things that I've done in this mod, which is quite nice. So now what I'm going to do is attempt to defeat the Champion's Call one more time, so I can end this series with a credits screen. Because ending with a credits screen is nice. And I've done this before, and honestly the hardest thing is the boss that I just did, so I think I shouldn't have too much trouble. It will probably take me a couple of attempts anyway though, because I've just been doing one boss, not all of these bosses. Alright, he's bouncing. Oop, dash through that. Great. Good. Now, get ready. We've got to be far away, then close. Wrong spell, though. I'm used to a different spell that I use there. I'm used to pressing a button for a different spell right now, for some reason. Use a spell. A little bit early on that spell, but still the right choice of what to do. Oh, I got hit. I didn't die because we are not doing a Radiant version right now. But I'm very used to doing Radiant versions right now. Okay, remember to dodge her thing. Now dodge hers and then his. Good. Good. We can downspell right here. Perfect. Great. Now we've made it to the last part of this battle. Just have to get our timing right so that we don't get hit here. Whoops, got hit there. Timing was poor. Only got hit once though, which means we can heal all the way up for Fierce Drya. Fierce Drya we need to be a little bit further away than I'm used to for bosses. It's my main lesson for Fierce Drya. Be a little bit further away than you are with most bosses. Happens to be the same advice that I have for the Pure Vessel, which Fierce Drya is very similar to. Whoops. Can't really dash through that, because there are shockwaves. Don't like to be directly over Drya, because she does jump, like that. Let's do a down spell. Seemed like a good time. Good. Good. Alright, what do we do now? Spell was probably the wrong choice. How am I doing? I don't know because I can't look at my health. I'm too busy focusing on what I'm doing. Alright, we made it to the next phase. Darn. Darn. Alright, heal up before we get to the Mighty Hegemole. Alright, remember he's going to dash at you first. Down spell. My main thing for the Mighty Hegemole is using down spells effectively. It can't always be in the air because he does toss things from the ceiling. And we can heal twice here. Whoops. I was apparently not far enough away. So I healed, but I also lost all of the healing. Okay, he's doing that attack. Let's just downspell there, because I didn't know what to do. And we're taking damage here. Clearly, don't have my Mighty Hegemole down as much as the other bosses that we just did. But maybe we can still do it. It's perfectly possible. Good. Like it when he dashes. Alright, heal twice. Only had enough for one heal. Alright, that's not the best. Did not die. Alright, died. Let's keep going. So, we got to Mighty Hegemole the first try this stream on this. That's great, actually. The White Defender, not too bad. Oh gosh. There are so many balls bouncing. I messed myself up. Got hit by so many balls there. Or there were so many balls in the immediate vicinity. It was not good. Alright, let's heal up. We can only heal one. Darn. Now, be far away, dash in. Be far away, dash in. Use a spell this time. I don't think I had the soul for it the last time. Okay. He's bouncing. Oh, use a spell. Great. Watch out for her. Actually hit her. I don't know if hitting her really helps in this battle, but I did hit her there, in case it does. Okay, he's bouncing, which means we're dodging her attack. And then dodge her attack, and then his attack. Oh, watch out for the acid. Darn, I got hit by the acid. I got hit by the acid thing that bounced off the wall, which is particularly upsetting because I dodged where it was going to be, except that the wall was there. Okay, dodge her attack. Ooh. Dodge her attack, and then his. Down spell. She didn't use acid that time, so I was fine. Remember to dodge what she's doing, not what he's doing. I mean, you have to dodge his attack too. Oh, I got hit there. That was sad. Alright. Now, this is all timing. You know exactly what she's going to do, you just have to time your jumps. Good. Can't quite heal to full here, but we're only one down. In Fierce Drya. Ooh, darn. Jumped at me. Good. Need to relearn where to use spells here, because using spells here is a good thing. It's just that you need to do it when it's safe to do it, which I don't currently have in my head. Second time I dashed into Drya while Drya was jumping at me. Ooh, gosh. Don't be on the wall. Alright. Oh, the jump. I'm getting hit by Drya jumping a whole lot this time, which is a little surprising. Okay, we're to the next part. We just have to not screw up on this part like I am so far. Darn, died to Fierce Drya that time. I did very poorly in the Fierce Drya fight. The kindly Isma and Ogrim fight went okay, but very poor in the Fierce Drya fight. We can do better than that. We have done better than that. Okay, so use a spell here. Good. Now, second part of this, we want to be far away, dodge in, be close, use a spell. Use a spell, great. Getting rid of her vines very effectively here. Okay, she's doing something across the middle. Got rid of that vine, that was great. We are to the next part. You can tell because of what she's doing there. She's sprouting a couple more things, that means it's the next part. Dodge her thing and then his. Got rid of those vines, actually. Do a down spell. Don't like all the vines that are there. Good. I missed my down strike there. Come on, Ogrim, you're almost done, right? I think you're almost done. Yep, he was almost done. Now, timing. Don't know if I'm hitting her with my nail much here. Felt like I was hitting her mostly with the King's Honor. Ooh. Got hit at the end of that attack. Okay, I got hit twice here in kind of weird ways. Let's not do that anymore. Only get hit in normal ways. Good. Whoa. Small little space. I found the small little space. Whoops. Used my spell the wrong direction. Still. This is a much better Dryad attempt than last time. Already to the second part. Or the last part, I guess. I guess it's both the second and the last part, as it were. Good. Heal up. We can heal up to full. We can't heal up to full right now, but it is possible to heal up to full in this one. There's a lot of healing parts in this battle. Can't quite heal up to full anymore because of all the damage that I took at the beginning there. But we can heal some, and we're going to because we need to. Heal up. Good. Get on this wall. I don't have much soul, by the way. It's good to know, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do about it exactly. Because I've got to use my down spells sometimes. That's a good time to get soul, but I should have ended with a down spell. Oh gosh. It's too close to the bottom. Okay, we made it to this part. Heal only once because we're in a bad spot. And apparently we didn't have enough soul for 2 heals, but I didn't know that at the time. Great. Like it that he's starting with this. Okay, what is he doing? Doing a big strike. We can dodge that easily. Good. Like it when he does this. Down spell. He's doing a big strike. We can down spell at the end here. Oops, he's coming this way. Alright, heal up. Heal 3 times. So we just did a radiant version of the Mystic Ze'mer, which means this should be no problem. Right? I mean, the one downside is that we don't have many places to heal. So, even though I'd like to heal, so that I get a little bit more assuredness that I will beat this, there's not a lot of places to do so. Did get hit once. Now, heal 3 times here. You can fit in all 3 heals. Then get on the wall. Good. One more of these. And on the wall. Go over this. Over this. Stay in this corner. Don't shoot because we don't have much soul. Otherwise I would have shot there. Ooh. Couldn't really go under that one as well because it was right next to the wall. Still, we're doing okay. Okay, she's dashing at me. Dashing and throwing a knife, that's easy to deal with. This is a good time for a down spell. We do need a few of those. Dashing. Through. Great, we got it to this part. Could heal once here, but only if I had done it earlier. I was way too late to do that heal. Don't worry about it. We don't actually need 5 health. We really only need 1 health. Okay, dash over. Dash over again. Shoot her, dash through. She's dashing at me. Dash through that. Good. Throwing her knife is nice. Don't like that move. Let's do a down spell. Because I didn't know what she was doing. Alright, good. This is a good time for a down spell for damage. And then she's dashing. down spell for damage. There we go. And we've beaten the champion's call. That was my second time beating it, but still, this is a good place to end my series. Vessel, your training will greatly serve our dear kingdom of Hollow Nest. Vessel, bind the formless enemy in their dreams. Such sacrifice will be known throughout Hollow Nest. Champion of the court, you are the Vessel. You are the Hollow Knight. Did I? Oh no, I skipped the credits. I was actually not trying to skip the credits there. Alright, well I'm not going to do that again just to get to the credits, but sorry about that. Anyway, here is the court. One of the things that I did not do last time I beat the Champion's Call is I did not use the Dream Nail on these. Its nail emanates a royal aura. A master nailsmith must surely have participated in its creation. A fearsome knight it could become with enough training and time. Was that not Ogrim? Wait a minute, who am I hitting here? Let's try to make sure that we're hitting you. A strange set of warriors we would be were it to join our ranks. None could match her. Wait a minute, who are you talking about there? Alright, I can't tell which one we haven't listened to. Because I'm apparently only hitting 4 of them. Oh well. I have the feeling that there's a secret in this room. I don't know where it would be. But I have the feeling that there would be a secret here. Anyway. I'm not going to search for it. I'm going to exit and call this a stream. That was Pale Court all the way through. And thanks for coming. For those who are still here, this was quite an experience going through Pale Court. I'm happy to have done it. And it's been great. I'm actually going to save outside. I have no idea what happens to my save file once I disable a mod and go into the save file again, which I might do. So I'm going to save at a bench that's not related to the mod. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for coming. I don't know what I'm going to stream next in terms of Hollow Knight. It will probably be another randomizer at some point, but my next stream will be focused on Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I'm going to do an Ori and the Will of the Wisps randomizer next, if any of you are interested in that game. That's all for today.